example using binomial probability formula. The example says when a person is randomly selected with replacement, there is a 0.32 probability that this person knows how an OBS software functions. Use the binomial probability formula to find the probability that when 5 people are randomly selected, exactly 3 of them know how an OBS software functions. Then verify your answer with TI-84 calculator. So let's use first binomial probability formula and see what our answer is. So what I would like to do is I'm going to use the first formula to go longer way, one by one, each step, break it down, and let's see what our answer will be. So let's write first the formula. P of x equals n factorial over n minus x factorial times x factorial times p to the x times q to the n minus x. So we have learned this in our earlier slide that you can rewrite the formula like this way. Now let's decide what our n, p, q, and x is from our question. So let's read the question one more time. It says when a person is randomly selected with replacement, there is a 0.32 probability that this person knows how an OBS software functions. So this is a probability of success, as we have learned in our earlier questions as well. So this is our P. If that's the case, what is the Q? Q is equals 1 minus P. So it's 1 minus 0.32 is 0.68. So that is our Q. So we have our P and we have our Q. Two values we have it. So let's write it here. Our P is 0.32 and our Q is 0.68. Moving forward, reading the question, it says use the binomial probability formula, which I already have wrote here, to find the probability that when 5 people are randomly selected, exactly 3 of them. So 5, everybody, is our fixed number of trials. So 5 is the fixed number of trials. And we're choosing exactly 3. That is a specific number of successes from our n trials. So our x is 3. So we have all the values and we're going to plug it in here. So when we do that, what we ended up getting is 5 factorial over 5 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial times 0.32 to the third power times 0.68 raised to 5 minus third power, and all this underneath is just 1, so you can extend your fraction sign. Simplify all of this. Notice one thing. Inside the parentheses, 5 minus 3 is basically 2 factorial, and this 5 minus 3 is basically 2. So make sure you keep that in the back of your head. So we can skip one step and we are going to write like this. That this equals 5 factorial is 120 times 0.32 raised up to third power. The value when you punch it in your calculator is 0.032768 times 0.68 raised up to second power is 0.4624 over, remember we just said it's 2 factorial. You cannot multiply factorials, you cannot divide, you cannot add or subtract. You have to simplify always first. So 5 minus 3 is 2 factorial. 2 factorial is just 1 times 2 times 3 factorial, 1 times 2 times 3. Simplify all the numbers on the top. multiply it. That means basically you multiply 1.818230,784. That's a multiplication for the numerator, and the denominator is 3 times 2 times 1 times 2 times 1 is 12. When you divide 1.81823784 divided by 12, your answer will be 0.1515192232. So that's a probability of exactly 3 number of successes among 5 trials is equal to this number. If you want to go up to 4 decimal places, your answer, then we should write P of x equals 0.1515. Notice this number is smaller than 5, so we keep all the numbers. And this is my 4 decimal place answer. Hope this will help you.